Hi everybody. Today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to improve your run time. Woo! Alright, let's get started. I should have scripted this.
Left right to young. Left right left. Lefty right to young. Lefty right left. Hoorah! Hoorah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Here we go! Here we go! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Alright, tip number 1. When you're running, think about running. The reason I'm telling you to think about running when you're running is because you're trying to stay focused for a specific amount of time. Say you're running a 5K and you're a 21-minute runner. You're trying to focus on that task for 21 minutes. And it's really easy to let your mind wander off someplace else, or when you're thinking about music, to like jam with the music and get a good pace in, which is cool. But always try to bring it back a little and refocus on your shoulders. Are they dropped? How's your rib cage, your legs? Just focus and keep your body in check in what you're doing, because technique and the form in which you run will help you run better. Yay. Tip number 2. What is tip number 2? Don't be afraid to run on your toes. I've run whole entire 5Ks, 8Ks on my toes. So when you're running, a lot of people tend to go like that and just roll their way through. You want to use that momentum. So you're running on your toes. You want to push off the ground. I'm not saying you have to run on your toes the whole time, but make sure you're hitting the ground hard when you're running, because you want to use that force to propel you forward. And when you're on their toes, you're pushing yourself forward. This motion takes no energy. This motion right there takes no energy. So that helps you with that. And that brings me to tip number 3. The more times you hit the ground, the better. I promise you. If you look at Olympic athletes and you see how many times they hit the ground in a race, it's going to be far above the normal runner. Because they know that the more times they hit the ground, the less energy they're going to use. The more times they do this, the better. A common misconception is that strides, people that are tall, that's really good. Whoa! They can stride farther than me. Oh my gosh. How am I going to beat them? How am I going to catch up? There's a reason why you do that. To warm up. Okay. Tip number 4. Your breathing. Your breathing's really important. This goes back to what I said in the beginning, when you think about your form and your shoulders being back. When your shoulders are back, you're actually opening your rib cage, because when you're tired, you have the tendency to lean forward, crouch down. So that's constricting your airflow, and that's making it harder to breathe. Or when you're going up hills, it's like, just put your shoulders back, open your rib cage, and breathe. Breathing is good. Don't forget to breathe. That's why when you're running, you should think about running, because you'll remember that, oh crap, I should breathe. Just take a good breath. Breathe. It's a simple thing, but a lot of people forget to do it. So yeah, breathing. That's why running cadences are so great, because they're designed to keep you engaged in breathing. So you're breathing it out, you're singing the cadence, then the person calls it, and you're singing blah 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 blah, and it just helps you breathe better. So tip number 4, breathe. Tip number 5. This is more for like people that aren't runners and that aren't runners, and they're trying to get into running shape. They've never run before, but you really want to run. You really want to be in the military and qualify in that PFT. So, when you first start running, don't worry about how many miles you're running. That doesn't matter. All you want to do is get in the minutes. Start with 20 minutes. Go from 20 minutes the first day, 25 the next time, 25, 20, you know, keep it like around there for a while, and then keep bumping up the minutes by about 5 minutes. So go from 20 to 25 to 30. If you feel good, jump it up to 40 minutes, and then you're good. Okay, so what does that do? Why should you run minutes instead of miles? Well, personally, when you're running miles, it can get really discouraging. You're like, oh, I ran 5 miles today. That's crazy. I'm never going to be able to do that. But when you're on minutes, it's more soothing on the brain, I guess. Just try it. Alright, so those are my quick tips to improving your running time. So it was, think about running when you're running. Think about your form, your arms, your legs. Run on your toes. Don't be afraid to run on your toes. Number 3, how many times you hit the ground when you're running and how hard you hit it. Hit it hard and hit it fast. Number 4, breathing. Breathing. Number 5, minutes, not miles. Those are my quick tips that I just thought of right now because, yeah. Go out there, run hard, get that time that you need to qualify in your branch, and have fun. Did I say that already? I don't know. Alright, bye!
Left right left, lefty right left, hoorah, hoorah, oh yeah, oh yeah.